Hey everybody, welcome to the final take. On this show today we are back and we are doing our best and worst of 2010 years past, separating the masterpieces from the garbage.
That we are. We're also going to be giving you a review of the new romantic dramedy, The Dilemma, starring Vince Vaughn and Kevin James. Alright, here we go.
I can cure your husband, but I need total trust. What was your earliest memory?
I'm not here to discuss personal matters.
Well, why are you here then?
Because I bloody well stammer!
My number 10 choice is The King's Speech, what I think will be the auspicious winner for the Best Picture at the Oscars. It definitely is one of those Oscar-bait movies, but it's a great character study about a king who really has to figure out his internal power more than about worrying about his obliged one. I thought it was a great film. Number 9 is The Runaways. This film, the reason why it's on my list is because it's the most funnest picture I've seen all year. It's a great sort of messy narrative about a messy kind of out there band. I thought it was great. It was a really great performance by Kirsten Stewart, who was more modest, and a very out there but still terrific performance by Dakota Fanning, who's really picking up her career. Number 8 is Animal Kingdom. This film is one of the most suspenseful crime films I've seen in a while. Australia just pulls this one out of the water. I don't know what happened. I thought it was a great performance by Ben Mendelsohn playing Pope Cody. He's probably one of the most haunting characters to kill someone with his hands constantly throughout the film. What a great piece of work.
Yeah, I agree with you. We'll get to more on Animal Kingdom later. I want to talk about The Runaways. The Runaways, I agree with you. It just missed my top 10,
Okay.
I had a lot of fun with this as well. I think Michael Shannon, what can we say? He steals pretty much every scene that he's in. I think that people should really go out and find this movie.
This film it's pyrotechnics.
Yes.
I think it's fire. Not the most sophisticated band, but they are very out there and incendiary. And it's great to learn about a band in a not so intellectual way. That's what I thought was really stimulating.
Yeah, you got it.
Hello, Daddy. Hello, Mom. I am Cherry Bomb. Hello, Balls on your white skirt. I am Cherry Bomb.
The King's Speech is also my number 10 of the year, and it deserves so much attention for its performances, especially from Colin Firth, Jeffrey Rush, and Helena Bonham Carter. I think this film is a bit predictable, and it doesn't really surprise you in any way, but how it is done is it makes it really a great film with the direction from Tom Hooper, and the, of course, winning performances. I will not be surprised if Colin Firth wins Best Actor this year. My number 9 of 2010 is Buried, a very small indie film that didn't get a lot of attention that it deserves. This movie stars Ryan Reynolds locked in a box in Iraq and is held for ransom, and it is one of the most terrifying experiences of the year because it never leaves the box. My number 8 of the year is Darren Aronofsky's Black Swan. Like with Requiem for a Dream and Pi, Darren Aronofsky has really delved into the characters of obsession. Natalie Portman's impressive performance, addicted to becoming the perfect dancer. I think that it is a great film and it deserves all the attention that it's getting.
I'm surprised Barry made your list because I know you were saying it's a great film, might be on your top 10, and I admit I like the film. I thought what made it work well is that it does keep your attention for that hour and a half, which is very tough to do, and it does have a lot of rear window elements, that one location, which is becoming a very predominant genre now in today's cinema, about having one location, because it challenges the actors and the director. It's a good movie. Alright, so my number 7 best of the year is Darren Aronofsky's Black Swan. I never really was a big fan of Aronofsky, but when I found this film, I really felt it was one of the, probably easily the most audacious film of the year, with Natalie Portman, who definitely deserves the Oscar nomination. What fascinated me so much about the movie was the big paradox that it's all about, is how she's on this quest for perfection, yet all her dreams and her nightmares are so imperfect and so abstract and so messy. And it's this great blend that made it such a truly fascinating film.
Attack it! Attack it! Come on!
My number 6 of the year is Polanski's Ghost Rider. He did this under house arrest. This is one of the most modest accomplishments of the year, and has great political commentary on a whole bunch of elements in today's society that kind of go unnoticed. And I thought it was really great, just kind of a thriller for what it is.
We create the world of the dream.
Number 5 is Inception. With dreams within dreams within dreams, this film goes deeper and deeper and deeper as that 2.5-hour runtime just moves by like running water. Christopher Nolan pulls it off again, of course. Not quite as good as The Dark Knight, but this film really challenges you. And Nolan also proves he's a very complex provocateur.
Yeah, I would also say that is easily one of the most original films of the year as well, which is really tough to find in Hollywood these days, and I'll have more on Inception later. Getting back to The Ghost Rider, I really like this film, and it didn't really grab me, I guess, in the way that you did, and I agree that in the second half especially, things really start to add up and layer on, and the suspense is great. The first half, I just felt it was really sort of tedious, trying to find some sort of way and path to move down, and it really didn't pick one until about halfway through, and then it really got my attention, got going. I still think it's a very good film.
Jason, I think that's the whole point, is really you don't know what you are. Who is Ewan McGregor? We understand he's a ghostwriter, but what is the situation involved in? Well, we think he's writing a book, and then we realize later on, as it just moves at this graceful, fascinating pace, by the end there's this brilliant payoff with the hands exchanging an envelope at the end, and that was great. It's a really, really great movie, and I think it has one of the best pacing of the year.
Yeah, it's just that the beginning of it didn't really grab me the way that you did. I just thought it was clearly such a setup. I still think it's a very good film. Doesn't make my top 10.
Okay.
All right, my number 7 of the year is Toy Story 3. What can we say about Pixar? It's like every year there's something new from them. Toy Story 3 is easily the deepest, darkest, and emotionally complex film of the trilogy. This is like a 15-year, 3-part epic in the making. It's a great film, and if you don't get teary-eyed in the end, you need to seriously just have your head examined. My number 6 of the year is also Animal Kingdom. It's such an interesting, almost Godfather-like tale, but not quite. It takes its own spin on it. The Australian filmmakers of this have done a fantastic job weaving this morality tale where he's involved in his family, so should he go with his family, or should he just act like he's a part of the family and go his own way? It's such a complex tale with a marvelous performance from Jackie Weaver especially. My number 5 of the year is the documentary Exit Through the Gift Shop, which attacks the underground street art industry. Now, I know you may not think this is an industry, but it's very, very interesting because they go out at night, they do the illegal things that they're supposed to, put up their posters and get themselves noticed. But then the documentary turns itself on its head and flips conventions on their side, and it's an incredible documentary to watch because the person who was filming it all of a sudden becomes the subject of the documentary.
Yeah, and Exit Through the Gift Shop just missed my top 10. I was blown away because I was thinking spray painting would be a real snooze. I was fascinated, especially how it pulls everything up from under the carpet, and to really get the point about how art is not really becoming art, we're becoming a commodity.
That's an art.
You guys need to go.
But this is like Space Invader. You know Space Invader?
I know Space Invader, not here, no.
With Toy Story 3, I'm kind of like here while you were with the Ghost Rider. I think it's a good movie. I don't think there's anything more to it. I feel there's some emotion here. It just kind of gets overstuffed with all the chasing themes, and there's a whole bunch of things going on. It just feels mechanical for me, and I don't think it's the best Pixar. I feel like there's still WALL-E. Those films are way above it, so it's a good movie for me.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's not one of Pixar's best, because they just have too good of a repertoire, but I think that this film succeeds so good because they're always able to make you care for these characters that just aren't human. I don't know how they do it every time, no matter what type of characters, whether it's fish, whether it's in a robot that doesn't even speak barely, they're just so able to bring you in on that emotional, dark level and really make you feel for this film.